The world of cars is one that is constantly changing and evolving. The better for the record. At first, cars were made just to get around, not needing style or substance beyond being functional. But then things started to change, and with every new decade came new advances in how cars were made, what they needed to be, and more. Now, another new age is upon us, and that's the age of the electric car. There's one company at the top of that production line. Allow us to show you how Tesla perfected the electric car. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 6, they focused on just the electric car. Think about your favorite car company right now. Ford, Chevy, Rolls-Royce, Toyota, Mercedes-Benz. Doesn't matter, just think about them. Now think about the cars that they make and the kinds of cars that they make. No matter what brand you picked, they all follow a similar model when it comes to the cars that they make. Mainly, they make the best cars they can for the customer base they're honestly trying to reach. And they look to each other for new ideas and innovations, usually by stealing them or improving on them in their own way. But with Tesla, they don't do that. Granted, they make some stylish cars, but their sole focus is to make electric cars. All the other car companies may have an electric car or two or are aiming to make a fleet of them, but Tesla already has a fleet and it's growing every year. By focusing on just making the electric car, they can go and do even more within the electric car world because they're just working on that. They're not working on figuring out tiny ways to improve gas mileage, if they try and improve it at all. They're working on adding batteries or improving the car in such a way that it truly becomes more efficient. They have one goal at Tesla, to make the best electric cars so that they'll be on the road and driven by as many people as possible. Which leads us to number 5, thinking about the environment. One of the reasons that a lot of people praise Tesla for going all out on trying to make their electric cars is because by working on their electric cars, they're going to be preserving the environment in the best way possible. Cars right now are horrible for the environment, and electric cars are the answer. Tesla knows that. The more vehicles we put on the road that are electric, the safer it'll be for the environment. And Tesla keeps that in mind when they're making their cars because they want to make sure they have no negative emissions, because if they do have some, it ruins the point of the car. There are many who are dragging their feet in regards to electric cars because they like the money they make off gas guzzlers. But Tesla knows the truth. That's why their electric cars are the best, because they want everyone to have one of their cars so the world can get better. Speaking of cars being for everyone, number 4, low cost. One of the biggest deterrents of electric car market is there for certain reasons they can be expensive to make. Sometimes it's because of parts, sometimes it's because of the need for extra battery engines and whatnot. But either way, they can be expensive to make. There's another reason why Tesla is so special, because while they do have some high-priced Teslas in their lineup that are meant for the rich, they're also making Tesla cars that are truly meant for the average person and cost about as much as certain new off-the-line regular vehicles from other brands. You can get certain Teslas, for example, for about $40,000, which, yes, is a lot of money, but it's also a vehicle that you won't be spending a lot of money on getting gas in every week or having oil changes every few months. And the more that they make the cars and do iterations, the lower the cost will be for the buyers. That's a big part of what Tesla's doing. They know that they can make the car, but if people don't buy it, what's the point? They're hoping and aiming to get the car lower and lower in cost so that more and more people will be able to afford them. Eventually, fill the roads with them. Number 3, variation. Going back to the other car companies for a moment, if you think about a car maker like Ford, you know they have trucks. They have all kinds of cars that are suitable for all kinds of people. And yeah, Tesla does do that too. They've got flashy luxury cars. They also have models that are perfect for families. Elon Musk, who we'll get to soon, noted that it would have been very easy to go and just make cars for 1 or 2 people, but he wanted the Teslas to be able to fit whole families, such as his own, which is quite large. Then you have something like the Cybertruck, which is aiming to release next year and change the truck industry. Add to that, you have the Tesla Semi-Truck, a truly electric semi that will definitely change the game when it's released to the world at large. They could have focused on one model and just made it better and better and then moved on, but they cast a wide net and they're better for it. Number 2, improvements. Another thing that makes Tesla so special is that they take the classic notion of improving with every version, and they literally start thinking of improvements the moment one model is done. And we're not talking about small improvements, we're talking big ones. From making the batteries more efficient to adding better safety features to making the ride feel and look more sleek. They don't settle for what they have, they keep pushing it forward. And they can thank one man for that. Number 1, Elon Musk. Despite what people believe, Elon Musk didn't make Tesla, but he was brought on board to be their CEO, chairman, and head engineer. And if you've looked at the schedule the man has, he dedicates a lot of time to going and making Tesla as good as it can be, including working with the various car models to improve them. His dedication works because he puts 100% of himself into these cars. Now sure, the cars aren't perfect, not all his claims are accurate at times. Remember the Cybertruck demonstration? But overall, you can expect the best electric cars from Elon Musk because he wants to make the best electric cars in the world. There you go, everyone, a look at Tesla and how they went from just another car-making company to one that is aiming to change the game and the world with their electric cars. Do you own a Tesla? Do you want to get one? If so, which model are you aiming to get? Do you think that within a decade or so, we'll all be driving Tesla-like cars? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.